Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here to cover the Apex set, coming out a little later on this morning in NBA 2K25, my team. I was fortunate enough this morning to have a slightly later start with work. Saw that 2KDB updated their database with the Apex set, and ended up booting up the console as well to see if the Apex players are on there, and as you can see, they are, which is pretty cool. And I figured, I never get to make these videos on Friday mornings going over players coming out in a new promo. And so I wanted to do that, even though we're not going to be covering all the players in this set because I'm just not the most knowledgeable when it comes to what jumpers are meta, what dribble styles are meta, what other animations and SIGs are meta. That's just not where my bread is buttered when it comes to my team. There are plenty of other content creators on this platform and on other platforms who have the knowledge and the confidence to recommend players to you based off of those different metrics. I'm just not that kind of guy. I look at a player's stats and their ratings, and I will maybe watch a gameplay or two before I buy a player. And I strongly advise that you guys do that with some of these higher end players, like potentially a Luka if you are in the market for this card. If you're one of the few people who sold their 100 overall MJ, you may want to take a look at a few gameplays on this Luka card before you shell out an insane amount of MT to get him. And the reason why I say that is because Luka Doncic is going to be the only card whose SIGs we're going to look at today. And I'm doing so because a lot of people on Twitter yesterday were hyping up that this Luka is probably going to have Patty Mills base. And I think that's because the last animated Luka card that we got that I can remember was back in NBA 2K22 as a part of the Power Within set. He got a Dark Matter card, and when his SIGs changed on that Dark Matter card, he essentially got a borderline uncontestable jump shot. And I think a lot of people expected this Luka to get that same kind of treatment. However, if you take a look at his animations right here, you'll notice that his lower base is not Patty Mills, it is KYRIE Irving's, which may frustrate a lot of people. If we take a look at the comments here, you'll see it's relatively divided. You'll see this guy says that jumper is interesting. Card looks insane. KYRIE base is fire. And then you scroll down a little further, you see people like this guy who says rubbish. Why does he have KYRIE animation? Spit in the face to real fans. Might be a little aggressive there. What are these garbage SIGs? This is a Luka Opal. There are a lot of people who I think are going to be pretty frustrated with this card not getting Patty Mills base. The only bit of advice that I would give you guys when it comes to a card like this, when he doesn't get a jumper or a particular SIG or animation that you like, is maybe hold off and wait until some people upload gameplays with these cards, and then make your own decision from there. That's all I'm going to say. This card looks really cool, though, I will say. I just don't know if he's going to be worth that, 5 million, 4 to 5 million price tag. I just don't know, man. But yeah, when I'm talking about areas where my bread is buttered, because my bread is definitely not buttered when it comes to these top-end cards and talking through their animations and whatnot, I'm much more confident in talking about the salary cap ramifications of a Friday promo. And I know I've talked about it on this channel a bunch. Friday promos have been really, really good to us salary cap players because we've been getting so many good Amethyst cards. The only one gripe I've had when it comes to these Friday promos with respect to salary cap is that the diamonds have been pretty mediocre for the most part. Outside of Diamond Tyson Chandler, who we got last week and who I got a month ago as a Diamond Hidden Gems card, there really haven't been many diamonds to write home about. I want to say that just looking at some of these players here, there may be a couple of diamonds who you guys may want to add to your team for salary cap, especially because a lot of these cards from Pink Diamond and below you can get for 10k or less. The diamonds and amethysts you're going to eventually be able to get for like 2500 MT or less very easily. And if you wait long enough, you'll be able to get them for 2000. I mean, the inevitable amethysts, I was looking the other day, they're down to like 1500. I think last week's amethysts are down to 1500. So there's a lot of really cheap value, or a lot of really good cards at great value, I should say, to be had in all these sets. And I think the Apex set is going to be very similar. I'm going to breeze past the Dark Matters and the Galaxy Opals here because, again, they're not going to really have all that much value for us in salary cap. Boris Diaw, if they didn't change his jumper, this card is going to be kind of cooked. That's the one card, or one of the cards, I should say, rather, who I can comment on their jumper because I have his diamond and I did not like his diamond's jump shot. It was very slow, and it was one of those slow jumpers that I found kind of difficult to green with. Otherwise, this card would be an absolute beast to use, an absolute blast to use, because he's a small forward eligible, and he's going to have great ratings across the board. And I feel like that's done intentionally because his jumper is really not good, unfortunately. Badge wise, his card looks like incredible too. I mean, Deadeye, Limitless, and Dimer all on Hall of Fame is just beautiful. Like, those three badges alone being on Hall of Fame makes him the kind of card I would like to have. I'm just a little apprehensive to add him to my salary cap team because of his jumper not being great. I'm assuming DeAndre Jordan has no three-pointer. Correct. Moving on. Brian Scalabrine, small forward eligible, 6'9", probably not going to be great on defense. 28 gold badges and 11 Hall of Famers is nice. He has Hall of Fame and movable enforcer. Good for him. I mean, that could be a fun card to use. Darius Miles could be fun. I vaguely remember people saying that his jumper is not as good this year as it has been in previous years. If I'm wrong, let me know down below. This card could be another one of those cards where he's a lot of fun to use. So, yeah, very interesting. We'll have to see what he looks like. Khalil Ware, it's just really tough for me to look at this card because I really wanted the Knicks to draft him, but unfortunately Miami took him much earlier in the draft. This card could be a really fun salary cap demon because he's 7 foot tall with a 7'5" wingspan. 89 three-pointer. I do not know what that jumper is like. Defensively, he looks pretty good. I'm honestly a little disappointed that his interior defense is under a 90. 89 speed, though, is great for a 7-foot center. This is a card that I'm looking at adding potentially later on today once this set goes live. All right. These diamonds. There are really only 2 diamonds that I care about, and it's not the diamond that I've had for the past few months, who I got as a Hidden Gems card back in Season 2, I want to say, in Brandon Jennings. Bruce Bowen, I think, is the one diamond everyone should get from their option pack when you complete the agendas that are going to come out later on today. This card is going to be a great lock. He's a little light on the badge count, only 23 total badges, but 10 of them are on Hall of Fame. He has Hall of Fame Limitless. He's going to have a bunch of really solid Hall of Fame defensive badges. This card's going to be really, really good for you. I am definitely looking forward to adding this card to my team. He'll probably find a place in my lineup for a while, although I do feel like this card is going to, 4,000 salary is tough. I feel like this card is going to go up to 5,000 salary either tomorrow or on Tuesday. We'll have to see. Vlad Rad, don't know if I really care too much about this card. I mean, he's what, a 6'10" small forward. Dude, no badges. Holy moly, yeah. I'm out on that card. Eric Gordon, he's going to be an undersized shooting guard. 81 defense is actually really impressive for a diamond card. That is incredibly bad. All right, Mo Bamba. If this card is good, this card could be an absolute budget beast for us all to add. Only 3 Hall of Famers is really, really rough. And he's going to be missing, he's missing all of the key badges that you want shooting-wise. But 85 three-pointer, 90 interior defense. See, why does he have a 90 interior defense, but then Khalil Ware has an 88? Makes no sense. 74 perimeter defense, 82 speed, not bad. This card could be a really fun card to add. Again, Bruce Bowen, Mo Bamba, you have to walk away from this set with both of these cards if you play salary cap, because at a moment's notice, if either of those cards drop to 2,000 salary, they're going to be cards that you really want to run in your lineup. Jaden McDaniels, he's a diamond as well. Okay, so there are legitimately 3 diamonds that I think are worth adding to your lineup if you can for a salary cap. Again, just buy them, hold on to them, and see where their salaries go. Jaden McDaniels at 3,500, Bruce Bowen at 4,000, Mo Bamba is at 3,000. So very interesting. Okay, the Amethyst, this is the last thing we're going to talk about here, and then we'll get on out of here. First thing I want to point out, we have a ton of power forwards in this drop. 4 of our 6 cards coming out today are power forwards. 5 of them are power forward eligible. You're not going to play Aaron Nesmith at power forward. I mean, I wish I could play him at shooting guard. He's 6'5", but it is what it is. I will say the majority of these cards you're probably going to want to play at the small forward position. Anyways, Cam Whitmore, I think, is the card that I'm most interested in. 6'7" at the shooting guard position, 86 three-pointer. Really solid defensively, not elite, but pretty solid. 93 speed. This card should be a really fun athletic slashing card to use at the shooting guard position. JT Thor, 6'9", able to play the small forward, which is pretty cool. Posterizer and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. 88 three-pointer. Again, very well-rounded on defense. 87 perimeter and interior is great with 88 speed. That card should be a really fun card to use as well. I'm really curious what all these cards' jumpers look like. We'll have to see. Ousmane Dieng, another 6'9" small forward eligible card. He has more badges, 32 gold badges. Pain Prodigy and Physical Finisher, not the best Hall of Famers. Don't love that. 85 three-pointer. A lot of these cards look very, very similar. This card has every stat at 88, it looks like, so that's really cool. Chris Murray, I like the jump shot on his Sapphire card. I have his Sapphire Gems of the Game. 6'8" small forward. These cards are kind of light in the badge department. I have to say, only 23 gold badges, light compared to their, previous week's Friday Amethyst cards. 89 three-pointer on this card. Okay, 2K is kind of lazy with these ratings. We're seeing a lot of, like, Ousmane Dieng had a lot of 88s. Chris Murray has a lot of 87s. And then Jonathan Mogbo, last card I want to look at very briefly right here. This card I'm pretty interested in because I think he's going to be really good defensively. His Emerald NBA Storylines card, I think it was an Emerald, really annoying to deal with defensively. 84 three-pointer, 90 perimeter, 90 interior, 93 speed. Yeah, this is a card, I feel like they juiced him up a little bit because he can't play small forward, but this could be a really fun Amethyst power forward to include, and if his jumper is good, he may give Kenneth Faried a run for his money when it comes to best Amethyst power forward that's in the game, at least for me right now. So yeah, there you have it. I guess let me know in the comments down below whether it's for salary cap or for your main lineup. Which players are you looking to add from this Apex set, and what do you think about this set as a whole? I think it's decently well-rounded. There aren't any Amethysts that I'm really excited to add to my lineup. I feel like in terms of the Amethyst, this may be one of the least exciting ones of the 4 drops that we now have in Season 5 on a Friday. But we do have 3 diamonds who I'm very interested in Bruce Bowen, Mo Bamba, and Jaden McDaniels. And I've not been able to say that. I don't even know if we've even had 3 diamonds before this week in the 3 previous drops combined that I've liked. So it's nice to have 3 diamonds in this set that may actually be usable, and it's really frustrating that the one that I have from a Hidden Gems is one that I don't really care for. So no offense, Brandon Jennings, but yeah, you're not it. All right, appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.